Welcome to December 2021 monthly activation. I started doing these monthly activations back in May of 2020, and I so clearly remember the cover of that was the sword of Archangel Michael. I'm not really, really on top of my angels or anything like that, but there does come a time when the sword is needed, and to cut through the illusion, to cut through the obstacles, to make a stand, right? To make a stand for yourself, to be very clear in that, to be very clear. But I've been offering these monthly activations, and I've been guided to do so as a way to support us in staying attuned to all the changes we've been experiencing on a collective and global level. So with the drawings and the messages that come through and the sounds that come through with even more messages, it's designed to help us all stay attuned, stay buoyant, surf the streams of consciousness that we are experiencing. Because sometimes it feels like we can get thrashed by those waves. I'm not a surfer at all. I love the water. I love being near the water. I'm not a surfer, but I do understand surfing consciousness. And it's this place of balance and surrender and trust and alignment and buoyancy and support and stability and resilience within my own being. There's a feeling of connectedness and oneness, and I'm allowing life to move through me, and I trust that. I trust that. It's when life starts to move through and it gets uncomfortable and we resist that throws us into all these distortions, and we can start feeling like we're getting thrashed by things. It's also a way of responding to life rather than reacting to life. That would be another way to perceive that metaphor. But there's a deep trust in the body as life moves through. You are not separate from life. You are life itself. You are the creator power itself, having an individuated experience through your physical body. You are not separate from the beauty and the power that has created everything you see around you. You are that. You are that. And so these activations are a way to remind you of who you really are, to awaken you to your light body consciousness, the spirit of who you are, having a physical experience, and helping bring those two into balance. Unite spirit and form. Unite spirit and form. It's almost like a sacred union of the divine feminine and the divine masculine within. It's a divine union of the heaven and earth through you and within you. It is the divine union of your heart and your mind, so that your mind becomes servant to your heart's desires rather than the other way around. It is the realization of your power as a conscious creator and your ability to create whatever it is your heart desires, and that you are doing that in every moment, but without awareness, and to bring you to more conscious awareness of what you are doing, what you are creating, and how to create the things you desire. That everything is in your control in that way. Everything. Okay. So these activations are a way to activate you to your true nature as a divine being of light in a physical body here on earth, to share your gifts, to share your heart, to share your love, and to be part of giving and serving to the whole. So just to give a little bit of explanation of how this works for those of you who are new, is I do a drawing before every session. It's a remote viewing tool that allows me access to the stream of information that I'm to bring in for the session, as well as using the sounds, which will give me even access to more information, and I can feel the texture as well. So it harmonizes and informs me of of the information in our field collectively and individually. So it's another remote viewing tool that I use. And we will arrive together with some gentle breathing and awaken together, remember together, and enjoy the journey. Right, Lilu? This is one of my trusted assistants. This is Lilu. Here's the drawing. And let me share with you what I picked up. First thing I saw were people weeping, losing loved ones. I actually just saw people kneeling down on the ground alongside a burial site crying. Where did the time go? Wishes and regrets for not having been more present, for not paying attention to what matters, for allowing the little things to get in the way, for not speaking your heart's truth, for things left unsaid and things that will never be. The child always knows it is time to play, to love, to laugh, to sing, to dance, to explore, to wonder, to imagine, etc., etc. The child. The child remembers the divine is in all, that life begets life, that love is all there is, and I am that. I am that. There's all these really amazing stories of children remembering their other lifetimes. They haven't forgotten their soul's experience in other embodiments and incarnations. And when I was a Montessori teacher, I would overhear some amazing conversations that the kids were having about God. I remember one little girl was asking her lunch partner, what kind of car does God drive? And it always was so amazing to me, because there's that connection is so tangible still. They haven't been layered upon layered over, needing to protect themselves and protect their hearts and all the layers that we wear as we grow up and come up in the world naturally. And then we get to a certain point where we have to unlayer ourselves and unlearn and become vulnerable again and connect with our inner child and that part of us who remembers our divinity and that we are here to play and to laugh and to sing and to dance and to love and to look at things in wonder rather than just expectation of this is how it is. When we view with the eyes of wonder, the world shifts to meet us in those wonderful places. But when we continue to view the world with the lenses of habit, with the lenses of subconscious programming, with the lenses of our physical and emotional and mental pain, then that's what we will see. But the child doesn't have that, doesn't have much of it. There's just this receptivity to the world around them, right? It's always such an amazing thing to just observe a child or observe an infant and watch how they take in the world and how they're absorbing everything. And those things that we absorb on a pre-verbal level affect us to this day. Those experiences that we absorb on a pre-verbal level are imprinting the waters of our being. And those vibrations, those imprints continue to play out as we get older. So if we have experiences in our life that are coming up later on in our years, a lot of times they trace this back to other lifetimes as well as in utero patterns, but a lot of pre-verbal early childhood experiences that you might not be consciously aware of, but the vibration of that experience is still being held in your field. So we're this beautiful collection of vibrational experiences that continue to emanate and impress itself upon the cosmic mind, which reflects that back to us. So the vibrational aspect of who we are is what is creating. We're transmitting this vibration, these frequencies out into the universal mind, and the universal mind reflects and mirrors that back to us. This goes to what I was speaking about with the lenses that we're wearing. So a lot of times what happens with clients is I'm working with physical patterns. It's really powerful to work with the body and through the body because this is where we can track the changes. A lot of times when working with emotional patterns, we might not notice the changes in the same way as if we track it through the physical body. The body-mind contains the imprints of all of your experiences on a physical, mental, emotional, spiritual level. This is how we experience our inner and outer world. This is the interface between our inner world and our outer world. So when someone is experiencing pain, we dive into that vibration, that frequency that has a particular sound and feeling to it, and we begin to unravel the story that is there. And like I said, a lot of times it happens before we're even consciously aware of those things. It's pre-verbal, it's in utero, it can come from other lifetimes, karmic patterns, as well as times in your life that you do remember. And once we start connecting with that through the body and bringing what's hidden to light, to conscious awareness, that pattern shifts and you feel a physical response in the body. Let me show you the drawing one more time. And these drawings represent like a snapshot of a vibrational state and the information that's contained within this vibrational state. The story within the frequency, the music within the note. People weeping, losing loved ones. Where did the time go? Wishes and regrets for not having been more present, for not paying attention to what matters, for allowing the little things to get in the way, for not speaking your heart's truth, for things left unsaid, and things that will never be. The child always knows it is time to play, to love, to laugh, to sing, to dance, to explore, to wonder, to imagine. The child remembers the divine is in all, that life begets life, that love is all there is, and I am that. So if you have something you'd like to say to somebody that you care about, then say it. Live a life of no regrets. And if you can't say it verbally, write it down. Express it. Get it out there. Get it out there. Imagine yourself beside the bed of someone you love whose life is leaving them. They're passing away. And all of those questions come to mind, all the things you wish you wanted to say, you wish you would have said. And the preciousness of that time has now gone, and this is all that's left. What would you say to that person? And if you can't say it to them in person, write it down. Express yourself. Those words are still carried through space and time. They will receive it from you, whether they hear it or not. They'll feel it from you. Whether they're alive or not, they will feel it from you. We are eternal beings. Nothing ever dies, it just changes shape. Closing your eyes, allowing your outer sight to turn inwards. And just notice how your body is holding the time that you have. Do you feel the pressure of time? Or do you feel you're out of time? Do you feel like the choices you make are using the time you've been given wisely? Or do you feel like you're squandering time? Notice how your body is holding its experience of time. Notice how your breath is breathing the experience of time, your perception of time, your use of time. Just notice. Maybe you feel you don't have enough time to do the things you want to do. Perhaps you spend your time worrying about things you cannot change, and you're ruminating over and over in your mind, using ample time. Or perhaps you're focused on the time of the past. Or you're focused on future time. Notice how your body holds your experience of time, your relationship to time. Now imagine that there is no time. There is no past. There is no future. The only moment you have is now. What happens to your breath and body when you feel into the only moment that is? And that is the moment of now. All time is now. Feel into all time. Your body is all time. Your body has access to all time. Your body has access to now. Your body and your mind has access to now. Notice how your breath moves through the body as it's connected with the present moment. Notice when you go outside of the present moment, perhaps to something you have to do later or something you wish you would have done. Notice where your awareness takes you and then bring it back to now. Allow your awareness to drop in through the crown of your head into the field of the heart, where all time is now. Breathing in and out through the heart. Breathing the now in and out through the heart. Through the center of the chest. There you go. Creating time. Time is a way for us to experience and calibrate in this reality. All time is now. Breathing in and out through the heart. Breathing in and out of time. Breathing beyond time. In this now that you are breathing, everything that you desire exists. Everything that ever was, is, and shall be exists now. If you can imagine it, it exists. If you feel it, it is real. Breathing in and out of the heart, into the present moment. Notice when your mind goes somewhere else, and then just bring it back. Bring it back. Inhaling yourself back into the heart. There you go. You are in charge of where you put your mind. You get to choose where you put your mind. Are you going to choose things that lift you up and raise your spirits? Are you choosing thoughts that bring you down and keep you in repeating patterns that no longer serve? You get to choose where you place your mind. Breathing in and out of the heart, through the center of the heart, into now. There you go. Bringing to mind one thing that you would like to create. Bring to mind one thing that you would like to create. One thing. And notice where your attention goes when you go to that thing. Usually when it's something we haven't yet experienced in our life, we go to future time. We go in front of us. We go outside of ourselves. This is natural. I see this with everybody that I work with. We go to where we think it is in the future. We're not yet experiencing it in our present reality, in the now that we are in, where our awareness is. Connect with that thing that you desire. Now breathe it into now. Imagine your breath like a tractor beam, and with each inhale, you're bringing that feeling, that desire into the heart. Each inhale brings that desire into the heart. There you go. Until you feel it connect. Beautiful. Allow your awareness to drop down into the center of the heart field. And allow that thing that you desire to arise from the heart. All time is now. It is already present and available to you now. Seek that feeling. Seek that desire of the thing you want in your heart. It's already there. You imagine it to be outside of yourself because you're not yet experiencing it, but there is no future. There is only now. Feel that feeling. See the thing that you desire within your heart, within the field of your heart. There you go. Really connect with that. Whether it's a new home, for example, really see that new home. You're living in that new home and feel and see that in the center of your heart. Connect with where it is in the now. There you go. Yes. I'm witnessing you all just drop down into that. Beautiful. Now stay and breathe here in the now. That experience is already true in the now. Do not be deceived by what your eyes are seeing in the world around you. The world around you will respond vibrationally to what you are focusing your attention on in the now. As it arises from within you, you are a creator. You have a physical body to create with. It sends out the information, the creation through your vibrational state. The heart creates the electromagnetic field with the body to impress itself upon the cosmic mind, which will then magnetize and respond in kind. You are attracting that reality through the vibrational state of being present with that within yourself, within your heart, within the now. Connect with it. Feel it. See it. Imagine yourself to already be living that, because you are in the now. Beautiful. And spend time doing this every day before you go to bed. First thing in the morning when you wake up. Saturate yourself with this reality as it exists in the now. And then watch and experience your outer world conforming and molding itself to your inner. So be here now. Be you now. Be the you that you desire to be now. And the world will mirror that back to you. Continuing to breathe in and out through the heart while I bring in the wisdom of the chimes. And while I play her magic, Just continue to feel and see and imagine yourself in that reality of that which you desire. Breathing and feeling it in the center of the heart field. In the now. Notice when you go out, and then just bring yourself back with an inhale. That tractor beam, bringing it back. And then each breath infuses and enlivens and gives spirit and life to that vibrational reality in the now. Life is but a dream. And you are the dreamer. You are the sculptor, molding the universal mind. You are the creator. Having an experience of itself. You are more magnificent than you will ever know. You are more powerful than you allow yourself to believe. You are light. You are here to shine that light for all to see. Wisdom of the Chimes. She was so tender today. Normally she shows me everything all at once and then I share it with you at the end, but today she had me sharing with you as we traveled along her waters and her medicine and her music, and it was just beautiful. So my dear ones, remember to shine. Remember that everything you desire to be is here for you now. Here. Not out there. Here. And when you drop in to yourself, into the center of the field of your heart, when you feel the feeling of the thing you desire, when you imagine yourself being the one who is living out your desired reality. You create ripples that you send out into the universal mind. And by the law of resonance, it comes right back to you, and your world begins to morph and shape and be molded by this reality that is now. There is only now. And I invite you to spend time now with yourself there and create beautiful things. I know you already have, because it's all there now. So you get to choose which experience you desire to have now. And feel that, and be that, and breathe that, and move that, and shine that. So thank you for coming together with me to harmonize the nature of oneself. I wish you a wonderful closeout to this year and incredible creations that await you now. Blessings.